Hi Capricorn, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. And if you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of March, I'm offering a special focused on the theme of the unconscious awareness. So basically it's a reading that brings forward messages and some insight upon the possible unconscious threads of energy that may be interfering and of importance to certain experiences and circumstances and situations we are all going through during this time frame. So if you would like to know more info about that, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So Capricorn, I feel like your energy is very assertive during the month of March. It's like if some of you have been battling doubts, confusion, feeling this fogginess, feeling very indecisive or unsure of what to do with something or with your life in general. I feel like the month of March brings a lot of focus. It's like an eye that it's sharp and thorough, right? It's like you can see through circumstances, you can see through people, you can see through anything that you want to and that you choose to during this time, which means that your mind, I feel like your mind is expanding, which means that I feel like the power you hold, right, to create yourself ongoingly during the month of March and ahead and the life you want is very powerful. I feel like from the power of your mind you can attract, do, create, be whatever you want to, because I feel like you have this energy with the Magician being here in the conscious position. First of all, you're very resourceful, especially during the month of March, which also means that the possibilities of what you can do, accomplish, are limitless, endless. There's a lot of options and a lot of ways to go about things mentally, because I feel like there's something happening where you're joining different elements that maybe before were a little bit scattered or not connected in the same web, right? And now it's like you have this amazing mind awareness and it's like you are awake. For some Capricorns, I feel like in the month of March, you can feel like you can see anything, you can see everything, you can understand so much. It's like you are awakened to factors that maybe before you were either disconnected or really sleeping through. I feel like some of you are listening, you're calling or understanding, for some of you for the first time, what is your calling and where your calling lies, especially having the Judgment energy here as your past influence. So definitely there's this big calling and rebirth happening, and I feel like for some of you it falls into the mind, so it's like a big change of your thinking. I feel like some of you didn't acknowledge your potential fully, and so this rebirth is actually promoting to you and to what you can kind of experience ahead a sense of, immense possibility in life, in love, in money, in work, in anything you want to do. I feel like some of you can feel invincible, or there's this invincible energy that wants to touch you and make you believe that even though we're human beings, you can still be a superhero. So the Magician energy is strong, and as well the Queen of Swords, which is in the Soul position. So definitely anything that is smoky, tainted, deceptive, If there are things that you're being lied about, if there are things that are hidden from your awareness, this is the month where you can push through and actually see what's happening. I feel like some of you have this X-ray kind of energy with you where, as I said, you are able to see what's in front of you and what's on the other side, right? You can see deeply into people and situations, and I feel like some of you need this to see something that you have been with your eyes shut. It's like there's something that either you didn't want to see, or that someone or an energy was kind of not wanting you to see, and now you are kind of understanding it or seeing it, discovering it, having this awakening. As I said, the judgment brings that wake-up call. So there's a lot of things that you've been called to be as well very objective about, more than emotional. I feel like some of you feel the danger that I'm sensing here for some Capricorns is feeling a little bit bitter, or that there's this bitterness inside, this resent, this critical, sharp energy that may sometimes make you feel like you have to be this icy personality or this icy person to survive and to not be taken advantage from. I feel like some of you feel like if you put your guard down in March, you can get hurt, or people can abuse their power or their influence over you. So you are really having some defenses here, high defenses, especially about work or about your things you want to protect and nourish, about your finances, or about your domestic life, about your home, about your possessions. I feel like you're very protective of your world in general, especially the world you have created for yourself. So what I'm feeling is like some Capricorns have built something beautiful and meaningful to them and to their lives over the years or over the last months, that is working out well, that it's succeeding, that is giving you good feelings and something to look forward to progress and to do more. And what I'm feeling is like you are very defensive, right? You have strong boundaries here during the month of March about what others can do or say or interfere with in things you have made out of yourself, in things you are in control of. Some of you have this controlling energy, but I'm feeling like this control is not that control. Well, for some of you it could be, but the majority that I'm feeling here is that this is actually a good type of control where you're able to control yourself and the reactions you're having through the outside interferences, in a way where you don't let it, right? You don't let the outside interfere with your vision. You don't let the outside in a way impose itself in your life more than it should, which means that you're able to separate the waters and separate what matters from what doesn't. I also feel like this is a strong energy with you. Other Capricorns, though, you can have great moments coming in terms of social energy. I feel like some of you are socializing a lot, especially in the last 2 weeks of the month. There's something here to celebrate. There's animation, there's gatherings, parties, or just a sense of festivity in the air, right? Optimism that brings naturally you and others like you together to enjoy life. I feel the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Cups together is, in the most simple way, to just enjoy life, is the type of energy that indulges, right? That is just it just does something because out of the pleasure that it receives from it. Is the ability to spoil yourself and others, is the ability to pamper yourself, is the ability to give yourself the gifts that you need, the appreciation that you need. But what I'm feeling is like some of you are working on your self-worth, and you are achieving pearls out of it. It's like there's something here where you have learned, some of you have learned to love yourselves, to appreciate yourselves, to take care of yourselves, to give yourselves the love and the pleasure that you need. And so what this creates is a very strong personality and a very strong notion, right, of who you are and what you accept and what type of people you also accept and entertain in your life. So what I'm feeling is like, because of that natural strength and magnetism that some of you, and confidence that you have in yourself alone, you are as well attracting, a lot of people that are in the same energy as you, or in the same vibe that you are, in terms of seeking pleasure activities and just enjoying yourselves and life to the maximum. And if you have company with you, great. If you don't, I don't feel like you are much bothered. Of course, that this three of cups also talks about happy results. So if there's something, because the Nine of Pentacles is in the unconscious, so if there's something that you are working on, you really want to see a good outcome, that you really want to see manifestation in the month of March, most likely it can happen, especially if you keep having that Magician in mind, which is understand your potential, understand that through the power of your mind, you can definitely interfere and co-create the reality that you are living with. So it's like a key, a golden key in your mind, and you are unlocking certain, powers you have. Certain abilities you may have that may be intellectual or creative. You may see yourself, thinking about things, interested in things, wanting to go to places that you would never dream, right? Or wanting to meet people that usually you wouldn't want to meet. There's a sense of expansion about you that is like really wanting to see everything, to do everything that it can do, to, it's like that energy of wanting to see life happening around you and being there and going there and doing that and saying that. It's like a very busy energy, but I feel like some of you want to fill your life with busy but meaningful experiences, not just out of, some of you, it's not just out of distraction. I also feel like some of you want to have meaningful experiences that are fun, that are stimulating to you, but that are also emotionally fulfilling. This Three of Cups looks for celebration, but it's cups, so it means that you want to, more than, the financial reward or the earthly experience of success. I feel like you want to join the other part, which is feeling emotionally content and animated and finding people that are a little bit like you or in the same vibe that you are. I feel like as you go to April, there's happiness and there's celebration coming in terms of meeting, right, with other souls that have this urge to savor life to the maximum, as you do. And when we find people that are in the same note, in terms of their philosophy of life or the moment they are in, this can be a great experience of communion, right? Of companionship, of feeling like you're not alone in what you're doing. You're not, you don't need to be fenced in this reality where it's just everything is up to you. Once you rescue that side of you that loves itself unconditionally or understands the worth it carries, so will others see that. And so there's this mutual appreciation that I feel some Capricorns and friends, or new people you may meet, that it's beautiful, and it's going to mark the later part of the month and into April. So I hope you have a great month. of March. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.